Hello everyone, I am Nell. Today I'm talking about who is accountable. As adults, we are very selective of our childhood experiences that we recall. We have gone through both good and bad experiences. The good experience makes us laugh. It brings happiness, it brings joy. It brings that inner child within us. But with the bad experiences, they make us feel misery, unworthy, anger, shame. And with such experiences, we try to suppress them, not to deal with them, not to think about them. Both experiences are stored in the subconscious mind. I will focus today on the negative experiences or the bad experiences of our childhood and how that affects our adulthood. As children, we might grow up being with either or both parents, and sometimes parents might probably go to work or not be at home as much as we want. Our parents might be at home, but we don't feel comfortable to open up, to talk about our feelings to our parents because probably that's not a topic that is ever discussed at home. No one talks about emotions, so how dare you talk about your emotions? So you bury them down within you, but you are bursting, you are struggling, but you keep on. Sometimes it could be that your parents are not there. They leave you to be cared for by other members of the family or other people. If the people treat you badly, you might fear to tell your parents because you think your parents will not believe what you've said, or those who maltreated you have said you shouldn't tell anyone because they will not believe you, or they have threatened you. Again, you might be with your parents and you witness them arguing, fighting. There's so much uncertainty. You feel insecure because you don't know when the next argument or the next fight will start. You live in fear. You have no security at home. But then you are scared to tell anyone because you don't know what will happen. Being a child, you think, oh, if you say to someone, your parents might get in trouble. Your parents might beat you up. Your parents might punish you. You just think of all the negative things. Or probably your parents will threaten that they'll send you to go and live with someone. And because of all those fears, you sit quietly. In school, or anywhere in the community, or even within your family home, you might do something wrong, and they say, you are stupid, you are dumb, you are a loser, you are up to no good, you are a waste of space, you cannot achieve anything, you will be nobody. There are just so many, but these are just a few. Some of these reactions make you feel anger, and you just want to bury them, never to have those emotions ever. But as life is so unpredictable, things happen that trigger such feelings, such negative feelings. Sometimes those who treat us that way is due to their lack of awareness. Sometimes it's not that they want to punish us. It's just the resources that they have at that given time. But you know what? It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. But I would like you to stop thinking about your experiences for now. Yes, I mean, stop thinking of those particular experiences right now. I'll ask you, how are those experiences impacting on your life now? Remember, this happened when you were a child, but now it is impacting you as an adult. Have you ever thought that it could be affecting you? Imagine those negative experiences you've heard them, they've been going on repeatedly for such a long time. And from the first time you had that encounter, straight on, you go on to the survival instinct. You either fight, you flight, or you freeze, depending on the action that you took at the very first instance. If you did not get hurt or it was successful, you will repeat that same behavior to the extent that it becomes automatic. You don't even think of it. When you are faced with a similar situation, you just take action. There's no two ways, because you have been using that in the past and it has worked. Now it becomes very automatic and you just keep doing it. Imagine your whole childhood, you keep on taking the same action, and then now as an adult you continue, because that's the reaction you know, and it's been working for all this while for you. So how dare you even question? How do you even think of start questioning yourself? So what you'll do is you just carry on. And then if someone tries to point that out to you, you become very, very offensive, very, very defensive, because that's the first reaction. Because you are in denial. You do not think that there is a problem with you. You will blame everyone else apart from yourself. You will play the role of the victim, that it is everyone causing the problem to you. All of that is due to your lack of awareness, from where all this behavior, the feelings, the beliefs, the values are coming from. What I'll implore from you is just take a moment and reflect on your behaviors, your actions, your words, because all those information are stored in your subconscious mind, but you can only access them when you have quietened your mind. You can access all those information because you carry them with you. But because of the noisiness of the world and there's so much going on in our heads, we don't have access to them immediately. So you can have access to all of them in your mind when you quieten your mind. Think of the first behavior or reaction that you got from someone significant in your life. What was that situation? What was your reaction? It could be 20, 30, how many ever years down the line. But if you think of it, you will relive that experience, because your mind will take you back to that place. You can even smell whatever was around there. So remember, this is a time, space, but it's just what's going on in your mind. So what I'll ask you is, how can that happen? Like I've said, it's the unconscious mind. It stores all our experiences. So you can access it only when you have calmed down your mind. I have a number of questions, like I always do. So you explore yourself, because all the troubles we've got all the answers. So I'll start by asking yourself, what are some of these behaviors, actions, and words from your childhood experiences that made you feel bad? But now you display the same behaviors, the same actions, and the same words to your children and to others around you? How do you think your behavior or words affect your relationship with your children, your family, and those around you? Have you noticed the reaction of those around you to those behaviors that you did not like as a child? Again, what are they? Write them down on a piece of paper. Write them down in your journal. Write them anywhere. Take them out from your head and put them somewhere. Again, what are the emotional impact of your behavior now on your children? Remember, your children look up to you as their role model. But if you make them to have those negative feelings that they are up to no good, you blame them for everything, they feel insecure being at home, how is it impacting on them? If your children react similarly to you, the way you do to them, how would that make you feel? Again, are you still in denial that everyone else does things to hurt you? They do it on purpose. Are you continuing to take the victim mentality? Imagine your children. How will they do things to intentionally hurt you? All this is coming from a place of lack of knowledge. Remember, in the Bible it says, "My people perish because of lack of knowledge." So if you have this awareness, then you have a mental shift. Because right now, you have limiting beliefs. Your belief system is really affecting the way you see things. And which is why you consider yourself a victim and you blame others. You blame even a child who is crying, who is not even talking because they are hungry. You say they are crying to wind you up. How can that be? So again, it's your mindset. Just wait a minute. Remember, all these behaviors are learned. And according to neuroscience and psychology, you can unlearn those behaviors, which is good news. So, what you can do is, you can reprogram your unconscious mind. You can change it depending on what you want to do. If you want this change to happen, there are a few things you need to do before you consider reprogramming your unconscious mind. For instance, you need to decide what you want in life. Yes, what do you want? You need to commit to detach yourself from your fears, your doubts, and your old self because you want to change totally. You can do this by writing everything down. Right from the beginning of your journey, where you are at now. Make a goal. Where do you want to be in? Give a time frame. Write every single day what is going on with you. Now, go on to how to reprogram your subconscious mind. Is first of all, identifying those limiting beliefs. So go to all your beliefs, one after the other, and your values. Think about where they came from. Are they yours or are they from some other people? Are they serving you or are they not? So again, it's to keep on questioning yourself. Question yourself on everything. Once you've identified where those beliefs come from and you select those that serve you and those that don't, discard those that don't serve you. Work on those that serve you. Replace those that don't serve you. Because you can't take out without replacing. Else, the old beliefs will remain. You need to replace the old ones with new ones that will serve you better the way you want. You need to remember that change comes from yourself, because you can have all the information in the world on making change, but it's down to you to make that one decision to start the change. If not, it will not happen, because it's yourself to take action. We like things the easy way, but you need to take action for yourself. No one can do it for you. People can support you, but you need to take that action yourself. So the next to reprogram your subconscious mind is deal with uncertainty, with curiosity. We feel so anxious when it comes to fear of the unknown. We don't know what's on the other side, so we stay with what we know, though we understand that it's not helping us. Instead, face uncertainty with curiosity. Be creative. What is on the other side? Again, things happen depending on how you condition that in your mind. So just be curious of what is on the other side. Be creative. Take initiative. The next point is writing down everything. Have a book. You can title it My Life Journey. Anything that you know is of significance to you. Make it a habit. You might want to be writing mornings, afternoons, evenings, mornings, evenings. It just depends on you. But do it daily, because like that you will trace your journey from where you were to where you are at a particular day. So just keep on writing. The next is gratitude. Be grateful for everything. Sometimes it's really tiny and we don't even think that we should be grateful about it. For instance, you wake up in the morning and you have hot water to make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Some people might look at it and say, but that's normal. Why should I be grateful about it? But then, if you think that there are some families in some countries, they don't have access to water, talk less of hot water or the tea and coffee, then you realize that that is something that deserves to be grateful of. So be grateful. Write them down. Just think of it. Anything, even if you say that is very tiny, is something to be grateful about. The next is visualization. Put an image in your head. What do you want to be? Where do you want to be at? Have that image in your head. That is visualization. Because it will be easier for your conscious mind to see that this is what you want, where you want to be, what you want to be like. And it will work towards that, because what you tell your mind to do, it will do exactly what you've asked of. The next to reprogram your subconscious mind is meditation. Meditation, just to stay quietly, to listen to yourself. When you begin meditation, it might seem a daunting act, but practice it over time. You will reap the benefits. You can go on YouTube. They have free guided meditations or mindfulness. You have them, listen to them over and over and over. You might take shorter ones, longer ones, it depends. Do them as regular as possible. You might want to do it morning and evening, but it depends on what you want to do. But practice that before you go to bed. Clear your mind of all the things during the day so you go to sleep with a peaceful mind. And remember, as you are going to bed with a peaceful mind, you are preparing for the next day. The next is positive reinforcement. Sometimes we choose words that we use, and the words that we use have a lot of significance because it portrays who we are, how we are thinking. If, for instance, you choose to focus on negative things, the words you say are negative. It just portrays how your mind and your subconscious mind are full of negativity. When you focus on positives, it doesn't mean that negatives don't happen. Negatives will still happen, but you will see them differently. You will see them as opportunities for development. So it is not avoiding any negative experiences. And the last one I'll talk about to reprogram your subconscious mind is be kind to yourself. Self-love. Mostly, people do things for others and they don't even care about themselves. Why do you do that to yourself? Yourself goes around doing things for other people, but then you just ignore yourself. Sometimes it gets worse that people don't even feel comfortable looking at themselves in the mirror, but then you go and you serve other people. So just be kind to yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Your parents are not to blame. You are not to blame. Your parents acted from their level of awareness. Now you are exposed to more information than our parents did. So let's not continue to live in our old ways. Let's make progress so it will benefit not just ourselves, but our children, our families, those around us, and the world at large. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Put your comments down below. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell so whenever I put on any videos, you will get the notification. Share the video if this resonates with you. If you want more, go on clarifythyuniqueness.com For more, go on the website clarifythyuniqueness.com. clarifythyuniqueness.com. You are special. You are unique. Take care. Bye-bye.